My stepmother locked my 5-year-old out on the back porch for 20 minutes to teach him about the cold. He asks permission before he takes his coat off in my house now. I found out because of the coat thing first, not the porch. Daniel came home from a weekend at his grandmother's, my stepmother Carol, the woman who raised me after my mom died, and when we walked in the door, my son stood on the mat, shivering, still zipped up to his chin. "You can take your coat off, buddy," I said. He didn't move. He looked up at me. "Can I take it off?" "Yeah, of course. It's warm in here." "Are you sure?" 5 years old. He waited for me to say it a second time before his little hands went to the zipper. I didn't think much of it that night. Kids are weird. But the next morning he asked again. Asked if he was allowed to take his pajama shirt off before his bath. And the morning after that, every time he took off a layer, he checked with me first, and every time his eyes went a little wide like he was bracing for the answer to be no. So I asked him, gently, the way you do, "Danny, why do you always ask about your coat?" He picked at the carpet. "Grandma Carol says coats are a privilege." "A privilege?" She said, "If I take it off when I'm not supposed to, I have to go learn about the cold." I got down on the floor with him. "What's learning about the cold?" He wouldn't look at me. "The porch." My whole body went still. "What porch?" "The back one, where the door locks." She sets the timer on her phone. He held up both hands, all 10 fingers, then folded and opened them again. "This many, 2 times. Then she lets me back in and asks if I learned. 20 minutes. My son had been on his grandmother's back porch in January for 20 minutes, while she watched a phone timer count down inside a heated house. I didn't yell. I made him waffles. I put on cartoons. And then I went into the bathroom and I called Carol, and I kept my voice as flat as I could. "Hey, Danny said something about a porch." There was a pause. Then that warm, easy laugh I'd grown up with. "Oh, he told you about that. He's such a dramatic little thing." So it happened. Ryan, the boy, would not keep his coat on. You let him run wild. Somebody has to teach him actions have consequences. It's the same thing I did with you, and you turned out fine. That last part landed somewhere cold in my chest because she was right. I remembered the porch. I just spent 30 years pretending it was a normal thing that normal families did. "How many times?" I asked. "How many times what? How many times did you put my son outside?" "I don't keep a tally, Ryan. Honestly. When did you get so soft?" She sighed. "You should be thanking me. He'll be a better man for it." "Okay," I said. "Okay. Actually, could you do me a favor?" He left his blue dinosaur there. His favorite. "Could you check the back porch, make sure it's not out in the cold?" "You're being ridiculous, but fine." I heard her set the phone down. Heard the sliding door. What Carol didn't know was that 2 days earlier, after the coat thing, I'd driven over while she was at church and mounted a little battery camera in the corner of her porch ceiling, angled at the door. I told myself I was being paranoid. I wanted to be wrong. I wasn't wrong. The camera had a 2-way speaker, and it fed to my phone. So while she stood out there squinting for a stuffed dinosaur that was actually sitting in Danny's room, I pressed the button. "Hi, Carol." She jumped, spun around looking for the voice. "Up here, in the corner." Smile. "Ryan, what is this? Is this a camera?" "It's been recording since Saturday. It caught the timer. It caught you standing at that glass watching a 5-year-old cry to be let in. 20 minutes, Carol." I heard the door handle rattle. Heard it not open. "Oh, and it locks from the inside, doesn't it?" "From the house. You'd know. You installed it." "Ryan. Ryan, let me in. It is freezing out here." "I know," I said. "Set a timer. Learn about the cold. I'll ask you if you learned when I get there."